Hello everybody, welcome to my YouTube channel. This is Stampin' to Connect and my name is Jeanette Collins. I am continuing with my Sweet as a Peach little series. Today I'm making a card again. This is card number 4. If you want to catch the other 3 cards, just wait for hopefully my channel to roll up for you. This is the Sweet as a Peach. And I have gotten everything ready so I won't delay. I've noticed that since I've started, some of my videos go a little bit long. Just to point out real quickly, my name is Jeanette Collins. If you need anything from Stampin' Up, I would be very pleased if you were to purchase with me at JeanetteCollins.stampinup.net. And I have a June host code for you. Okay, let's get started with the card, because I tend to be a little winded and I don't want to make this video long. Okay, I have gotten all the pieces cut and ready. So let me give you, and I also wrote down the dimensions, so if you can see this, let me double check the camera, make sure you can see that. Yep. Okay. All right, today I'm using this beautiful pattern paper. The pattern paper comes with the suite, and it's just gorgeous. I've made some cards without it, and now I'm wanting to feature a couple pieces of the pattern paper, and I will be using this strip. For those of you who need dimensions, this panel is what I call the DSP. Okay, DSP, of course, is designer series paper or pattern paper, and it measures 3 1/4 by 4 1/2. This is the little strip I'll be using, and it's 3/4 of an inch this way, and 5 1/4. You're going to need to cut it down to 5 1/4. All right, I have a white mat, and that's right here at 3 1/2 by 4 3/4. And then I have the Calypso Coral mat that starts off my card at 4 5 1/4. I'm using a white side fold base today. Okay, white side fold, white card base. And then this panel is my inside panel, and there's the measurements for it. All right. In addition to these things, I'm using the sweet Have a Peachy Day. Today, I'm wanting to feature these tiny little stamps in the set. One is the triple little flower, and the other is the little leaves. My goal is to use every part of this stamp set and dies before my series is over. I'm also using this Calypso Coral ribbon. And I have these things already cut out, and we'll be placing them in different parts of the card. Now, one of the things I haven't used in my cards before is this little stem. And, you know, it's not an easy one to work with, but I wanted to make use of it since it is part of the set. So let's begin. And my colors are here: Pear Pizzazz, Pale Papaya, Flirty Flamingo. Now I can begin. I'm going to set these to the side. And the first thing I'm going to do is just put my mats together. Okay. So this is the inside. Let's put it to the side. Here's my card base. That's what we're starting with. And I'm going to mat my Calypso Coral down flat first. I use liquid glue to put all my mats down so that I have just a few seconds to slide it around in case I don't hit the matting on the edges. I always look at the top, the bottom, and the sides, and you can see I've already got more there, so it gives me just a little second to slide and get it almost. It doesn't have to be perfect, but you know, I like somewhat, a little bit of symmetry there. Okay, my next piece will be my white mat, And this makes such a beautiful border on with that Calypso Coral. So let's put it down with my liquid glue. Hope you're having a good day today. I am. My husband had to go to Oklahoma City today, so it gave me some quiet time to get this done. All right. And I'm going to put this one down, and look how pretty that border is. That gives me a full 1/4 inch border all the way around. I just love that. So if you love this 1/4 inch mat, you just need to look here, and you can tell it's gone down by 1/2 inch, and that would give you that 1/4 inch all the way around. So pretty. And then of course the last piece is here, but I'm not going to glue it down because I want to put the ribbon on. The front is going to be fairly simple, so let's try this ribbon. I guess it's about 9-10 inches. I'm going to take the ribbon and just simply, I'm not doing a bow this time. I did a bow in the other video, and I struggled a little bit because I'm not used to making bows. Okay, I'm going to just knot it. All right, so I've got a nice little knot there. I am pulling it a little tight, but I'll be able to adjust that in a second. I'm going to use my clamping tweezers to hold it. Get my fingers out of this. And now I'm going to tie the knot. Just pull it right through. I swear I'm all thumbs when it comes to these things. But I gotta keep it simple, and I do want it because it makes such a pretty embellishment. I think I have it. Okay, now I'm going to take that out and pull the night taunt. There. Now, if this is fraying just a little bit on me, I can get my scissors to trim it just a bit. There. I might as well do the other one too. There. Okay. Now I'm ready to put this down. So I've just got a knotted. I just love this paper. I'm going to put it about 3/4 of the way down. I'm sorry, 1/3 of the way down. And I'm going to go ahead and put this flat on this white mat. If you've watched any of my other videos, you'll know that I like dimensionals, but I don't like to put too many dimensionals, especially on the matting. And to me, if you put too many, it just takes away from the things that you do pop up. But that is my personal preference. Some people love them, and if you love them, put them on there. That's makes it your design and your card. Okay, so I'm gonna, again, with the liquid glue, I have a little time to slide it around, and looking at the top, the bottom, and each side before I say yay. And that's pretty close. You know, it's not supposed to be perfect, or else it would be made in a factory. This is handmade fun. All right, I love the way that looks. It just really just makes that pattern paper shine. On the front, I'm using one of my big peach, and this time I'm using the small little die cut leaves. I've already glued them on, glued this one onto the front, and I'm going to set this peach right here. Now, because of this ribbon, I can use my dimensionals. So let's put a couple dimensionals on there. We're going to put them at the top. and leave a little room for that ribbon, and then I'm going to just put one at the bottom. See, there's space there. Make sure I can't see that. I hope you can see the view just fine. Again, I'm real new to YouTube, and so I'm working with my camera to get the best view. I think that's so cute. And let's take the backings off. All right, here we go. And this will help hold that ribbon down as well. Okay, that's so pretty. And now I want to add my little sentiment, which is to a sweet friend. And just FYI again, I cut out lots of sentiments from the card set, from the stamp set, and I use the little die to cut them all out, so I have plenty to choose from. As you can see, I've got little flowers, I have peaches, I have little strips of paper, I even stamped a peach. So, you know, make your little bowl full of die cuts and it makes your card making go a little quicker. All right, and I'm gonna just put this flat on this peach. I can put it down, or I can put it straight across like the ribbon, which I think I'm gonna do. All right, using my glue again. Come on, glue. Like I said, this is card number 4. I also do Facebook Lives, and you can find my Facebook Lives on Stampin, and it's Stampin, like Stampin' Up, Stampin' to Connect. Because I want to connect with you. I hope you would leave me a comment and let me know how I'm doing since I'm so new. Now, see? I think that's beautiful for the front of the card. We might add a couple little jewels before I finished it out. Now, let's go to the inside of the card. Now, even though this is a white base, because in case I mess up, I don't like to stamp directly onto the base. Now, you may be braver than I am, but I'm not there yet. So I bring in my panel, and it's my inside panel. Let's see, put this here. My inside panel is 4 and 5 1/4 inches. All right. Now today, what I think I'm going to do is try to use these little pieces because, you know, it's like, what do you do with these little tiny things? So in designing, I'm like, well, okay, I'm going to set it there. And my intention is to take these peaches and try to place them nearby, you know, and the little flowers and close by. And then I've got these little leaves to work with and, you know, to make it look sweet. All right, but I've got my ink pads out, so I want to also stamp, and I'm going to be stamping a little bit of a background using the 3 tiny little flowers and this little leaf. And this is just to give me a little texture. I'm going to send that over to the right. The other thing I've just remembered is I have this strip. I want to put this strip on the inside, and that will help my design of what I'm doing here. Now this is just visual right at the point when I'm placing and thinking. So I'm just going to leave this here loose, and then I'm going to work with my stamping. Let's get the pale papaya. Open it. And I'm going to open up Flirty Flamingo. This is one of my favorite colors. And I will open up the Pear Pizzazz because we will do those tiny little leaves as well. Okay, I've got all 3 ink pads ready to go. Let's start with the tiny flowers. Okay, I'm going to start with the pale papaya. When you press this tiny little stamp down, don't squish it because it will make a mess. Very lightly tap and you will get the color on there. And then I'm just going to stamp straight down and up and turn the stamp straight down and up. I'm going to go way out here. Stamp straight down and up. Let's bring it all the way down here. Again, stamp down and up. Now, because I want this to look like, I want to make it look like the flowers are kind of coming off of there. That's why I didn't put that down yet. I'm just going to stamp over here. There. Let's go a little bit more. So this is just adding to my background. Now I'm moving that away. Again, this is just placement. I'm going to put some of these little flowers there and maybe way up there. One more down here. Like it's falling off the card. Okay, now I want to switch to my other color. I'm going to switch to the not pale papaya. I'm going to switch to Flirty Flamingo. Okay, wiped off my stamp. All right, Flirty Flamingo. Just gently tapped. Let's put some more of these little flowers down. Put this one here. Make sure I'm not going in the same direction. Kind of have to look all over. Oops, I missed. That's okay. I'm going to do one down here again. Right here. Cute. Let's put some up here. Move away, little flower. As you can tell, it's just play. You know, I was a school teacher at one time. I taught elementary school for over 20 years, but sometimes I wish they had arts and crafts, you know, but, you know, as a teacher, we didn't have time to do arts and crafts with the kids because we had such strict curricula we had to keep up with. And it's kind of sad because this stuff is so good for kids to do. So if you have any children, school-age children, especially elementary school, pull out your stamps and let them experiment with design and placement. It will do them a lot of good. I'm going to put this one up here. Okay, I pretty much have it going this way except for these that I wanted to put. Make this one go really close too. Off this edge, like so. I think that's pretty cool. Oh, I guess I could go this way too. Just one or two. One or two. There we go. All right, I think that's enough for the little flowers. Now I got to do the green. Let me close my colored inks. Flirty Flamingo. By the way, I used to use different brands before I became a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator. And now that I've been using Stampin' Up! Stamp ink pads and everything, I just think they are so awesome. They are so beautiful. They stamp well. Here we go with the little green. Again, I didn't squish it down. I'm just going to put some little green leaves. You know what? I'm going to go over that one little flower that didn't come out. And let's see. Fix my little mistake, huh? Let's put this one this way. Okay. Can you tell I'm a slow stamper? And for those of you who are slow stampers, you know, don't be intimidated. Take your time. It's your card. It's your stamping. I've watched some videos, and of course these ladies have been stamping for, you know, 20 years or more, and they go so fast, and I'm like, well, I can go fast, but the faster I go, the more I mess up. And I don't want to keep redoing stuff. So, you know, unless it doesn't bother you. And some people mess up and it doesn't bother them, they just keep going. But, you know, if I have a tiny little mistake, I won't fret. Oh, there. So that one didn't stamp that great. But you know what? I'm going to keep going. There. Do I need any more leaves? Maybe a couple more. Maybe on this one. And let's do this one. As you can tell, I keep turning my stamp. Whoops. Put one here just in case it shows. I think right here. All right, I'm done with the little green leaves. I think that's enough. It's given me a sweet little background. Now, here we go. Let's put, I'm not putting this on yet. I want to put this strip down because then it's going to help give me balance. See how that looks with those little things peeking out? I think that looks good. All right, now you can tell it's too long. I will cut it off after I stick this down. I hope you'll leave me a comment and say, you know, you're doing fine, or, you know, good for you for getting started on YouTube, something to give me some encouragement to keep going. I think this is so much fun. But my whole purpose in this is to connect with friends and to make new friends. Now you're thinking, well, you know, are we really going to be friends? And if you continue with Stampin' Up, I can guarantee you will. Now, isn't that pretty? Okay, let's cut these ends off by turning the, oh, I practiced. Okay. Nothing wrong with practicing. Okay, got that done. So pretty, I love it. All right, let's put this little twiggy down. Little twiggy, I'm gonna put it down. I'm gonna put the glue right here at the end. You know, I've been recording with my iPhone, and my first, what, 3 or 4 videos, 3 videos, they were all just like tiny, narrow, little vertical spots. And I'm like, what am I doing wrong? Because I keep turning my camera and then it would record, you know, in a vertical position. Uh-oh. You know what I said I was going to do? Put it down. Okay. But anyhow, I had to work and work to figure it out. Of course, the first thing we all do is go to Google and read everything, and sometimes that just confuses you more. All right, this little peach I'm going to put under here, under that little stem that's, and gosh, I put too much. He's going to go underneath that little stem. But anyhow, I had to work through it with my Stampin' Up, my friend. What am I saying? My Stampin' Up person. She is my friend from years ago, and she became a Stampin' Up demonstrator, and the more I watched her, I'm like, oh my goodness, this looks like so much fun. You know what? I've already put the little tiny leaf on the back here, and I think this one needs to go, I don't know, maybe he needs to go here. Okay, I'm just going to leave it there while I place these little flowers. I want to put the little flowers on. I don't know if I'm going to need all 4. Oh, maybe so. That would look... No, because I've got 2 and 2. Let's see, I think this little smaller one might work. But I want to put it on the inside, like right here. Come on. You know, this card making is very similar to puzzle making. So if you have kids, like I said, and they love puzzles, grab a stamp set and let them make something. Of course, you know, if you have kids, I know how kids are because I've worked with them for so many years. The first tendency is just to make a mess because they've got to get it in their hands and they have to, you know, dab everywhere and, you know, but then when you show them a picture, like, I mean, you could even show them this and say, well, let's look at this. Can you copy and make something that's similar? Can you put 3 peaches together on a stem or put a few flowers together? And then that would help direct them so they're not just making a big old glob. All right, I want to use a small dimensional on this little flower. These are so tiny. The trick is not having too many kids trying to work with it all at one time. You have to almost teach one to, you know, be creative, and then invite 2 or 3 little friends over, and then they copy each other because they, you know, they want to be like the leader and do the best that the other one is doing. All right, let's see. If you have a school-age child that stamps with you, please let me know. I'd be really interested. And do you just give them their own stamps? There's that. Isn't that cute? Okay, I'm not going to need that. And I could put a couple of the little leaves on. You know what? I might put this one right there. Again, that's why I like to have my little bowl full of elements already die cut. Look at that. Isn't that cute? I don't think I need that. You know what I want is some, since I have the flowers, I want those little rhinestones. Let me get the little tiny rhinestones to put on this. Let's see. Get my little pokey tool. These are just the rhinestone basic jewels from Stampin' Up, and they're so nice because they already have their backing on them. So they have the glue dot backing. When I was ordering things from a different company, they didn't, their little jewels, you know, you had to use glue or find your own glue dots. Isn't that pretty? That just really set that off. Should I put one more leaf on? I think so, but I don't know where. No. You know what? Let me look at it. Just kind of slide it over there. Does it need to be close to the leaf? No. Okay, I think I'm going to leave it off. But at least it gives me something to play with. Now, for my sentiment, I'm going to have, since this says, to a sweet friend, I want to put, have a peachy day on the inside. Those are just so cute, those little gems. All right, have a peachy day. And I'm going to use my black ink. Just tapping. And I'm going to put it right here. I'm looking at the day and the peachy. Here we go, and stamp down. I hold it for a couple seconds. Then I hold my paper and lift. Look how crisp and nice that is. Now you're saying, well, where do you sign the card? I write right over the little tiny images because it's just like, just a little background. Okay, now let's put this card, this panel, on the back. On the inside, what am I saying? On the inside. And just kind of looking at the edges again. I'm looking at the three sides this time. Here, here, and here. And they're pretty close, so I'm going to press down. And you guys, this is the card. I hope you enjoyed my card. Oh, you know, we could actually, let's put some on the front of this too. I'll use maybe just a couple of the bigger jewels. I mean, you're gonna have them on the inside. You might as well have the outside sparkling too. Let's put them on this flower. Yeah. And one of the bigger jewels. Come here. I lost that one. Okay, I've got it stuck to my finger. Where can I put it? Let's put it down here. Okay, that's 1, 2. I like to put in 3s. Okay, I'm going to use a smaller one and put this one just kind of over here randomly. I'm going to put it right here in this white space close to the peach. There. I think that's so pretty, and I hope you do too. Please let me know what you think of the card. Let me know what you think of the borders and of my cheerful inside. Have a peachy day using the new elements that I didn't use yet. So thank you for being here. I hope you go back and watch my other videos, and I will see you next time with another card from Sweet as a Peach. Bye.